between the Chicago Cubs and the Chicago White Sox. The Palehose look for their 7th straight victory next. Dallas Keuchel is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Southsiders. Dan, any thoughts?
Boy, talk about a guy that's hard to score off of. Last 3 starts, an ERA of under 1. So if you think you're going to score a lot of runs off this guy, you better get him early, because once he settles in, he's awfully tough. And Matty B, this is one of the top pitchers in the sport right now.
Here's Javier Baez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. The 2-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 2-2. Back up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate, David Bodie. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. One there, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first. Here's Chris Bryant now. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Chris Bryant plates a pair with a home run. Home run number 16 for him on the year, as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
To the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2.
Outside, that's a ball.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Jimenez is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Batting fifth, the catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Swing, and oh my, hit him with the hind, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot that time for Wilson Contreras, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. Three runs already home here. And he misses 2-1. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Grounded down the third baseline, and this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
Standing in now, Steven Souza, pulled high in the air out to left field.
Waiting on it is Jimenez.
He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Cubbies are in front 3-0. Yu Darvish will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
Now at the plate, Leury Garcia. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Count all the way full to the White Sox center fielder. Darvish has registered just under 110 innings on the mound, and he's averaged exactly 1 base runner allowed over those innings. That's a 1.00 whip. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And he's going to try and answer right back. Extra bases to start the home first. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness, when this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here. And I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
In now, Yohan Moncada. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. Garcia leads off second with nobody out. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Into the box, Tim Anderson. And it's 2 balls and a strike for Tim Anderson. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Quick turnaround after a short little homestand, Matty. 4-2, though. They played well, taking 4 out of the 6 games they had to in front of the home crowd. They walk into this environment on the road today looking to set the tone for this road trip.
Bodie is there. 2 down.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Jimenez.
Up next for Chicago, Eloy Jimenez. Man, he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. Darvish pauses. 1-1 pitch on its way. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
This is a spot you'd like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
He loses him on ball 4.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Ready now for the White Sox, Edwin Encarnacion. 2 down, runners at first and second. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. White Sox strand a couple. Still down 3-0. So here's Albert Almora next, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
That's ball 2.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
The 2-1 home. Lifted in the air out towards left center. There to make the catch is Jimenez, and there's one away.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Head-to-head passed with Dallas Keuchel. He has 7 hits in 24 at-bats. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Popped him up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. And that brings up Javi Baez, a base hit in his first trip. 1-1, here it comes. On the ground to third. Moncada has it. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it the side is retired. Cubs are down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The 2-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. Standing in, Jose Abreu, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Your eyes light up from the offensive side playing in a hitter's park like this. Have to get the ball up to do some damage. I'm not mad at that take.
He pulls this one into right. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 1 hit's all they get. We've played 2 full. It's the Cubs 3 and the White Sox nothing. At the plate now, David Bodie. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And it's gone as they add still another. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. His second home run of the game. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. There's having a guy's number, and then there's absolutely owning him. This could be the latter.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. The next Cub up, Wilson Contreras.
He's coming off a month in which he earned National League Player of the Month recognition.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that 2-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Anthony Rizzo would be next. Who thought he had ball 4, but instead it's strike 2.
3-2.
Contreras swings, and this is well hit to left. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, and the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
To the plate now, Anthony Rizzo. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. So far this year against Southpaws, Rizzo hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Hit hard down the line. And boy, the Cubs have come to play as this is good for extra bases as well. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
So now the White Sox manager will slowly make his way toward the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Michael Kopech is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Michael Kopech.
So now to the plate, Steven Souza. And this one's in the dirt. Oh, and he'll make it back to second, but that had danger written all over it. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. The 1-2. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Cubs lead it 5-0. Digging in, Danny Mendick, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Fouled off. Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
The center fielder, number 28, Leury Garcia.
In now, Leury Garcia. Second shot now. He doubled to start out the home first.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at bat. An opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. Got him. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Digging in, Yoan Moncada. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Runners on first with one down. Down the third baseline. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
In now, Tim Anderson. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox. Eloy Jimenez reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Here's the 1-1. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Darvish pauses. 2-1 on its way. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3. Soft grounder left side. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Sox get a run here on 2 hits. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Cubs lead this one 5-1. Welcome back to the South Side as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters. From their approach, to their swings, to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
All right, thanks, Heidi. New inning set to get underway, and in to bat next is Albert Almora. The 1-1 is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, the second baseman.
So in now for Chicago, Jason Kipnis. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. The 1-2. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And that's the second out.
The bat, number 9.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Javier Baez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Popped him up. Mendick over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Edwin Encarnacion now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. One and one now to Encarnacion. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Almora is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
Number 30. Nomar.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that brings up the versatile Nomar Mazara. The 1-1. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Lifted the other way down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. Now another 1-2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Into the box, Jose Abreu. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Now the pitch. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They're down 5-1. Stepping in, David Bodie, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Hit the other way out toward right field. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
Now batting.
So the base is empty here with one away. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Count even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber. Called strike, and that'll run it full.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Another payoff pitch. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Ready for another shot now. Wilson Contreras. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cubs strand one. They're up 5-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1.
Back outside.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And he popped him up. Bodie over to his right. And that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for Chicago.
Standing in, Danny Mendick.
Danny Mendick.
And he throws a cutter right by him to take control 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Garcia.
Standing in now, Leury Garcia. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. But this will land untouched.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. They're down here 5-1. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. And the count will be full. Now the 3-2 pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Anderson brings it in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The right fielder, number
At the plate, Steven Souza, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Swung on by Souza, and he connects to left field. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo home run there for Steven Souza. 6th home run on the season for him, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Dan, I can only speak from my own past experiences. When the flags are blowing out, you want as many at-bats as you can, and that's exactly what's happened. This ball's jumping at it.
You know, D-Roll, this is always a nightmare for a pitcher. Not only is this a good hitting ballpark, but the wind blows out on top of it. This is the last place you want to be a pitcher at.
Jason.
Striding in, Jason Kipnis. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Six runs, 8 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away.
The batter, number 9, shortstop.
Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Javier Baez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 1-1, here it is. A line shot to third base.
Now batting, third baseman, David Bodie.
Striding into the box, David Bodie. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. That gets down, and the inning will continue. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Chris Bryant will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his 2nd home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. A ball and a strike now to Bryant. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Hit high and deep to right center. Mazzara's on his horse. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Cubs are on top 7-1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoan Moncada. The 2 belted high and deep into right center. Looking up is Almora. Gone! Solo home run for Yoan Moncada. 19th home run for him on the season, and it's a 7-2 game now.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Stepping in now, Tim Anderson. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
So now to the plate, Eloy Jimenez. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Edwin Encarnacion. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
1-1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Encarnacion comes into play with a slugging percentage over .490, just shy of .500. So he's looking to inch closer to that nice plateau right here. All even now, 2-2. Down the left field line and deep. And no one will get this one. The 2-2 one more time. Now a swing and a little flare out to left. And this ball's going to fall out there. A base hit. And the runner scores from second as they chip into the deficit here.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate 2-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Shortened his stroke a little bit, didn't try and do too much, and came through for the team.
At the plate now, Nomar Mazara. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. On the ground for Kipnis. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. We're through 6 full. It's the Cubs 7 and the White Sox 3. Dane Dunning is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 78, Dane Dunning.
All set for the start of the inning, and digging in is the outfielder, Kyle Schwarber. Now the 2-1.
Ball, that's out.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Here's the 3-1. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Throwing to second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself in the scoring position to start off the inning.
Into the box now, Wilson Contreras. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And this is swung on and missed. And, boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. He's set. Here's the 3-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Into the box, Steven Souza. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. 1 left for the Cubs, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. Jeremy Jeffress is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Number 24, Jeremy Jeffress.
Bottom of the inning now, and one of the more prolific RBI men in the league the last few years, Jose Abreu, will bat next. Now the 2-1. A bouncer to the left side. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.